Hello, welcome to Be Money Wiser, a show that is here to give you a platform to understand better money matters and improve on your financial discipline. Now we're talking about spending. How do you manage your spending to make sure that it doesn't affect your priorities? All the times we do spend, let's talk about our personal needs, but also on other people's needs. How do you strike a balance to make sure that that doesn't affect you negatively? All that is what we're talking about on today's show. Let's listen into this experience of how this lady has been able to manage her spending to make sure that it doesn't affect her priorities. Have a look. We'll be right back.
My name is Rita Nansosiwaswa, the Director of Legal Services at OBRA. I would like to share a personal experience about being money wiser. As in this situation where I was constructing some apartments, just as we are advised to have some side hustle. And for us in office, sometimes you cannot run a shop, but rentals have currently proved a way of investing some of your money. So I was in this project, in the middle of this project, not a very big project, but at least it needed a reasonable amount of money. Then I got these other requests of the support for a wedding, support for an introduction, a graduation and all that. So I was in a fix, or I needed to make a decision. I have this request of the rentals I'm constructing. I have a wedding request. I have an introduction request. And sometimes probably you're driving around in the neighborhood and a neighbor comes and tells you, I need so much money to do something. Maybe I have a sick child or I need some help. So what I did at that point, I had to look at all the requests that were before me and the personal need of the project that I was handling at the point, and I had to make a decision. Of course, I thought about the neighbor that had a sick child and made a humble contribution. The wedding also got a humble contribution, but the person that was just going to launch engagement meetings probably, when I thought about it, I was like, this person will need a contribution for the engagement, but also at the time of the wedding, they'll still need a contribution. So I promised this person that right now, given the different priorities that I have, I'm unable to contribute towards the engagement, probably launch or something, but at the point of the wedding, I guarantee and promise that I shall be able to contribute. So at that point, that's how I was able to deal with the conflicting priorities that needed my mega resources, and at least giving comfort to all those that had come with those requests. At least I know the wedding is coming in December. I'll be ready to make the contribution. But those that needed the money now, I've given them the money and also spared some money to continue running my project.
Definitely we can't do away with spending.
No,
it's
can't.
normal, and to do with contributions, we also can do away with that. What we need is to make sure that we manage that and prioritize what we need to spend on, but also make sure that all the expenditures we're going to be making are planned for.
Yeah, that's true. I think once you have a budget, once you've budgeted well for your funds, and you allocate your funds according to priority, you're able to meet these things. Of course, you have to contribute to towards people's weddings, towards anything, because you never know what life offers. You may also need their help at some point in time. So it is really, really important, and I think you should give what you can. Don't promise what you know you won't be able to raise. Give what is within your means, and you know that it won't affect your priorities at the moment. Like she says, her priority was building, and she was able to do it as well as contribute towards other people's needs.
As long as it was falling into her budget.
Exactly.
Yes.
Tracy, what's your take from her experience?
Her experience actually talks about having a budget and sticking to it. So in this particular experience, her main focus is on her apartments, and from what she says, she didn't really give up on finishing her apartments. Yes, she decided to help these people, but still she had money to finish the apartments. So this shows she took her apartments were priority, and then however much the others came in, she still had her apartments as priority, and she was able to do what she needed to do. So this shows she had a budget, she had a plan for her money, and it didn't affect her in any way because she planned.
I've actually also learned from her that you can postpone some expenditures. It's not a must that you have to spend on, as long as you still have, you can buy time, or as long as you still have time to, you know, to get more resources to accommodate that expenditure, like how she postponed a friend's contribution. Yes, because she knew she still had time, she still had months
to the wedding.
Exactly. So within those months you can plan for it, and it comes in appropriately.
That's it. She had to stick on her plan, so she didn't really bring in the wedding as priority. She considered the neighbor that had a sick child. So this actually shows she planned. She's being money wise.
And this is not just about, you know, about contributing to people or even, you know, postponing expenses and stuff, but it comes into the general way how we manage our finances. Getting to understand that this thing I can do without it. Why don't I focus on something that is very urgent to be completed at the moment, as I put myself together to be able to handle what can be handled later. So basically it's just about prioritizing and then planning and knowing that this is my priority. The rest can come later as long as I know this has been sorted out. But she didn't give up on contributing to people, because it's also a necessity. You need to contribute to those people. They are part of your life.
That's true.
So she was able to manage all those, but within the budget, to make sure that it doesn't affect her priority, which was working on the rentals, the apartments. Basically that.
Budgeting is very important. If you budget, you're able to allocate your funds. And you're able to know what is my priority, what should I postpone, what is urgent, you know. But if you don't, you end up spending on, okay, let's say she would have given a contribution to someone that has a wedding in December, and maybe put a hold onto her construction, or may have given the money to that person and failed to help the neighbor's child that needed urgent help.
Talk about the issue of having side hustles. It's very important, and understanding that, you know, you have a full-time job where you're not going to be able to supervise the business, and you look at businesses that need minimum supervision. You don't have to be at your apartments on a daily basis for you to see how the business is doing. So also, as you're very busy doing your job, the salary that you're getting might not be able to satisfy all your needs. So you need to think out of the box and see what kind of business can you be able to do with minimum supervision, really.
So she actually chose a good investment.
Okay, thank you so much. We thank you for watching Be Money Wiser, and I hope we are transforming your financial lives and helping you to make better decisions. See you next time. Be Money Wiser.